Sul, vi now frères The Sims, and when last we left off, Dave and Yvette had their first morning with both of their kids around, and it went rather well. Apart from a minor traffic jam to use the shower room, everything was smooth sailing. We really need to get another bathroom for them upstairs, but that costs money that they currently don't have. They have about 130 simoleons to their name. They're going to have more money after Dave and Yvette have gone to work, but that is the future. Right now, they don't have that much liquidity when it comes to their finances. It's a good thing that the bills don't need to be paid immediately and can pile up for quite a long time. We're not going to let them pile up because as soon as they get enough money to pay them, they're going to pay them. And then they're going to save up more money so that they can finish upstairs, because right now it does look a little bit odd on the second floor. But we're not focusing on Dave, Yvette, Jim, Roger and Dog. We're focusing on Samuel and Danielle. Danielle needs to make a friend with star power, and if Keppel is no longer frozen in place in Studio Town, we can try ringing him. So let's go. It is currently 1:05 in the afternoon. Samuel is currently at work, and Danielle is currently asleep because she was at Studio Town for quite a while. We're not going to let her sleep for that long, and we're just checking, yep, there is enough food there, because we need her to start making friends, and Keppel is a good person to make friends with. It won't take her that long to get energy all the way up to maximum, or at least high enough that we can have that conversation. Alright, a little bit more, and that should be absolutely fine. Time for you to get up. You're going to pay the bills as the first thing that you do. And then you're going to have some food, and then have a shower. Probably deal with bladder as well, because I imagine the food is going to make you need to use the toilet. And then have a bit of fun. And finally, you're going to call Keppel and say hello. And hopefully he'll want to come round too. Now, how expensive are the bills? And you put them there, which is exactly what that table is for. Just shy of 1,000. Not bad. They haven't really gone up that much with the addition of the second bedroom, which I'm quite happy about. So you're going to pay them, you're going to have a quick dinner, do this and that and this, and then you're going to call a neighbour and see if Keppel will come round. I highly hope that he will. Compared to the other household with Dave, Yvette, Jim, Roger and Dog, this household, the day moves by a lot quicker. That is because the more Sims you add, the longer you need to micromanage them at any time of day, which means that things generally go slower. If it was just Samuel here, things would be going by very quickly. But Samuel would only be doing the day-to-day activities that he always does, and there would be no variance at all. Danielle has made things far different with the visits to Studio Town, and the fact that she needs to make friends with Keppel. Once again, we need to make family friends, which in itself is rather challenging. Samuel, I think, might actually invite Dave over, because he has nothing else to do right now. He might as well. He can deal with fun in the morning when he's ready to go to work tomorrow. It won't be long before he's back, and a couple of minutes he'll be bringing home quite a lot of money. 30,000 extra? Not 30,000 extra, unfortunately. That is a shame, but we can deal with not having 30,000 extra. Melisande is coming over to say hello, and we're actually going to interact with Melisande first, because we really need to improve Melisande's social right now, even though her energy is really low. And this also means that Samuel gets out of Danielle's way, while Danielle deals with her own needs. And once again, we're having interactions with Melisande in the middle of the road. I'm still really glad that cars just don't drive by randomly. This is the only interaction we're going to do, because Melisande is going to likely fall asleep in the middle of the road. Not desirable, but she's absolutely fine there. There we go. She's going to sit down, and yep, she's just going to curl up and have a rest. And we're going to have you play the piano for a tiny bit. Maybe you have just enough time. Actually, what am I doing? You're going to invite over Dave. and see if he'd like to say hello. We need to improve that relationship a tiny bit. I can imagine Samuel sitting down and going, there was something I really needed to do right now. Oh yes, invite my brother around. That's what I needed to do. We shall invite him over, and we won't even make any food for him, because let's face it, we're not going to have him around for that long. You really need to work on your fun. That said, you could work on your fun. Sure, this place is Dullsville. Excellent. I was about to say you could work on your fun while Keppel is on his way here, but chances are he'd arrive at around about 9 o'clock, and that wouldn't be great, because him arriving at 9 o'clock, that would mean that Danielle wouldn't have that much time to work on fun. And you can't play that right now, because Danielle is currently playing it. And it's not going to take her that long to get fun maxed out anyway, so you might as well go upstairs and play on that chessboard. You haven't done that for quite a while. So why not do that, eh? And you are still asleep. You're going to be asleep for a little while, thinking about yourself, Melisande, and what you're going to do later. We haven't worked on your logic for ages. Maybe at some point we'll actually have all the skills we need for you to get promoted. But we don't have all 8 family friends. We only have 2 right now. And I doubt Danielle is going to help you in that regard. Aha! Dave has brought over some flowers. How considerate. I'm sure we'll put them somewhere. Time for you to go downstairs and say hello. Why are you waiting in the middle of the road, Dave? Is it just something that happens here? People just wait in the middle of the road to be greeted? And you're going to greet Dave, take those flowers, and then we're going to head inside. We could put the flowers over there. Why not? Hello! I can imagine Dave just going, you know what, I'm going to go now. And then he just leaves. Samuel will be like, what, why do I need these flowers? We can't put the flowers there, apparently. But we can put them over here. This is valuable time that really shouldn't be spent doing this. And we're going to move those over to there, because you can put them over there. I just don't know why it's not letting me. We're going to have a conversation, because conversations are a very reliable way to improve the relationship. We can also talk about magic. That is interesting. That is a conversation topic that can be done because both of them are magicians. Danielle, meanwhile, has maximum fun. So we're going to have her ring Keppel. And both of the Sims here are going to have people around that they're going to be talking to. Hopefully Keppel wants to come around. Otherwise, this isn't going to go well for your future prospects of getting promoted. Keppel, are you no longer frozen? Would you like to come over and say hello? And this relationship is already up to 70, which is a good start. A little bit more talking? I would, but I'm expecting the mail carrier sometime today. That is unfortunate. Do you know what we're going to do? We're going to try ringing again. Maybe he'll change his mind. That said, it is rather late. I doubt he's going to want to come round for very long. And the answer is, he'd love to. He's bored stiff. Unfortunately, I think he's going to come round at midnight rather than at 11 o'clock. Which is some poor timing for you, but at least you can improve that relationship a tiny bit. They're going to talk now about magic. And this is a conversation I've never had happen before. You are not going to have a quick dinner, that's for sure. You can... I don't know what you're going to do. You could actually, interact with Melisande a little bit. And you're going to, what are you going to go and do right now? You're going to interact with Melisande. Or maybe you're not. You know you have a guest right now, Samuel. You should probably talk to your guest some more. We only know him 80 in the positive right now. That said, 80 in the positive is rather good. I think we're going to say goodbye after these 2 interactions. And then you're going to go to sleep. Then again, now it is only 1 interaction. We really need you to get some sleep soon. There we go. And you're going to have a guest very soon. Who's going to say hello? We're going to have like 1 conversation. And then he's immediately going to go, whoa, look at the time. I need to go back to Studio Town and turn myself to stone again. Goodbye. And then he'll leave. but we've improved it a tiny bit, and that makes it that much more likely that Keppel will want to come round tomorrow. We should probably invite him over tomorrow, before we go to Studio Town. That seems like a good idea, and no, you are not having any food. Where is Keppel? Is Keppel even... Ah, there he is! He was being sneaky there. We're going to greet him. There we go. We're just going to wave to him. And then we're going to have as much of a conversation as we can. You know, you really... Oh, he's already leaving. So we can't have any more conversations with Dave anyway. Hello, how are you? We're going to see if we can talk to you about anything. What are you going to do here? You're going to be bragged to. Is this going to work? It looks like it did. It did work. That is good, because we need positive social interactions here. And we have time for another interaction. That's good, because we need them to get to know each other as well as possible. And the conversation about movies really didn't work there. We'll have a few more interactions. For some reason, we're having quite a few of them. And we're not talking about things that he likes. This is not a good start. I'm surprised he's still here, to be honest. Ah, they can talk about this. And maybe, actually, I think it's probably a good idea to say goodbye, because already he's not very happy. I imagine the lower room out here is what's making the difference. But we have made a tiny bit of progress. I think it's time for you to go and get some sleep. You really need to go and get some sleep. We're going to keep an eye on Samuel's energy here. We don't need to have him interact with Dave or Yvette for quite a while now, and it is way too late. He has been asleep for far too long. We're going to need a quick breakfast here, this, that, and very quickly play the piano. Very quickly. Because, oh my, is he up way too late. That's what happens, Samuel. When you decide to talk to your brother, the time just flies by. And you're going to get up as well. You're going to do exactly the same thing. You're going to have a... I was about to say a quick breakfast, but breakfast will be fine. Do this, do that, and then play a little bit of the piano, and then you're going to invite Keppel over. Oh my, you do not have time for anything, Samuel. No time for anything at all. In fact, we're just going to have you not have a shower before you go to work. Your mood is fine, though. There shouldn't be any significant problem. There we go. You definitely don't have time to have a shower. You really don't have time to wash your hands, either. Actually, no, wash your hands. And then go to work. You do have time. I'm just being silly there. Alright, you'll do all of these, and then you're going to invite Keppel over. Your hunger is, yep, you can deal with your hunger. You're social. You can do a little bit of work, Melisande. And unfortunately, Melisande is blocking the way here. We really need Melisande to move. We really need Melisande to move right now. Melisande isn't going to move, is she? No, she is not. Looks like we might not be going to work today. We are not going to work today, because Melisande said so. Nope, run! And fortunately, you only just made it. Is that because we had the command set up to go to work? I'm glad that that worked out in the end. And the fact that the gardener has arrived here today makes me think more and more, as people have said, that the gardener at Dave and Yvette's home is bugged and will never arrive again. We can't even dismiss the gardener, so we're going to have to move her out of the lot if we're going to get rid of her. And I don't want to move them out of the lot, because that sort of breaks the continuity of them being there, and it also does silly things like set the time to a certain time of day, and I just don't want to move them. They've been in that house for so long, well, Dave's been in that house for so long, that moving him out and moving him back in seems a bit silly. The gardener's going to be here for quite a while, and these plants look really, really nice now. Really nice. Going to wait for hygiene to go up, and then fun. There we go. Fun's not going to take that long. And now we're going to invite Keppel over. Hopefully Keppel isn't busy being a celebrity. I hope not, anyway. Melisande is currently asleep, which is fine. And we're going to invite Keppel over just to say hello. Hopefully he'll want to come round. And the answer is, he would like to come round. Marvellous. We could prepare some food, but we really don't need to prepare some food. He should be here in a moment. There he is! And this time he's not invisible like he was before. He was probably just walking around the walls of the house, but it looked like he was invisible. We're going to greet him with a handshake, and then we're going to invite him inside. If that is, Bridget will get out of the way. Bridget does not seem to... we're going to cancel that interaction so that we can try this again. There we go. Much better. Hello, Keppel. How are you? We could actually have this conversation outside, because room is fantastic during the day. And we're going to talk about your interests. Let's see. Listen about other. Fair enough. Will this work for improving... Aha! He's talking about himself. Fair enough. That gives pluses, so that's all good. We're going to, what is this? This is be bragged to again. He does like bragging, doesn't he? Mainly about all of the things that he does. We're going to talk about ourselves now. There we go. There are quite a few different options here, because as we get to a certain point, we can't talk about interests anymore. Is he? He's not interested in hearing about Danielle. Oh dear. That is... bad. Let's talk about show business for a little bit here. We'll talk about this for a bit and see if he if that works. Yep, this seems to be doing moderately well. There we go, 31. This is a lot more difficult to improve than a normal friendship where you can just talk about interests. And we'll talk a little bit more about that. And he is not very happy. So what we'll do is we'll serve some lunch. Why not? He'll go and use the toilet, I imagine, and we'll just serve a little bit of lunch. Or he will go this way, the long way around. I have no idea where he's going. If you're going into here, you are not going into there. He just decided to walk over here, for no reason. And we now have food if you'd like to get some. Hopefully you'd like to get some. The answer is, you would like to get some. That was what I thought you needed. We'll have you both sit down and talk while you eat. There we go. This will improve their relationship quite a bit. Look at that. It's already up to 42. And it's now up to 46. And now it went down a little bit on his end. That is not good. And he is cleaning up after himself, which is nice. There we go. And we can talk to him a bit more, I imagine. His fun will be a little bit low right now, but I'm sure we'll be able to deal with that. And you're going to go and wash that over there, which is a little bit awkward because that's where he's wanting to go. So, we'll just wait out here. And how is Melisande? Melisande is okay. We'll have Samuel interact with Melisande when he gets home. He definitely needs to have some fun, though. And you are indeed very full. Your energy is leaving a little bit to be desired, though. We really need to make that family friend with Keppel before we go to Studio Town. We really need that to happen. I hope it'll happen, because there have been a few negatives on his side, so I imagine his side of the relationship is not currently at 50. It's very likely not at 50. We're going to talk to him about... not about that. We're going to talk about show business, and then we're going to give him a compliment about star quality. There we go. Hopefully this will work. And will it work? Aren't you that famous star? Is he going to like this interaction? I think he is. Excellent. Always nice to see. And the phone is going. I suppose you should go and answer it. Maybe it's a big pile of money. And unfortunately, Keppel is in the way. And we can't move this because it's currently in use. But we can move it now. Aha! By manipulating the space-time continuum, we can make it so that you can answer that phone. Is it going to be a big pile of money? I highly hope so. The answer is, you're an autumn and should decorate accordingly. Excellent. We really needed to know that. We didn't need to know that. At all, in fact. We're going to have you, where did he go? I have no idea where Keppel has gone. Oh, there he is. I really don't know why he walks around the house like that to try and get to places. There are doors inside, you know. You can use those to navigate around quite well. And I think... Is that Dog? No, it's Spike. It is the imposter dog. And Melisande is coming over to say hello, and we'll have Samuel wait for her. Hopefully this interaction here will be enough that they will become friends, because I really want them to become friends. Hopefully. You know, you did that thing, didn't you? Yes. Yes, I did. I did indeed. I was in that thing. They are not friends. Okay, we'll have one more conversation, and then we could give an autograph. I really don't think that's going to work, but we have improved that relationship a tiny bit, and that is better than not improving it at all. Any improvement is good. You might need to go to a studio town at some point just to work a tiny bit. He's still not our friend, though. Give it time, he'll be our friend at some point. And when we come back, folks, we're going to further work on that relationship. Hopefully, they'll get to know each other very well indeed in the future. Hopefully, anyway. And I'll catch you next time, folks. And I'll see you then. Dag dag.